This is half of a breadfruit, or as we like to call them here in Puerto Rico, Pana. Thank you for joining me. I'm Armentia V, and I'm going to show you how I make tostones de Pana. Cut the Pana in half and lay it face down and peel the exterior. Reminder, the Pana should not be completely green, but not too soft or ripe. It will not work to make tostones. I've always been extremely skeptical about this fruit. However, I was convinced to make these and I am obsessed, basically. I consider myself a Google queen, so I definitely did my research. What is the big deal about this breadfruit Pana? So apparently it has great source of fiber. It's rich in omega-3 and 6, which is good for hair, skin, heart, and mind development. And most of all, it boosts your immunity. So not only are you getting a great tasting fruit, you're getting some really good benefits of this breadfruit. And it's not like you guys asked for it, but I'm gonna give you a quick little history of the breadfruit. Once you're done peeling the breadfruit, you want to turn on your oil and get it to a good temperature that once you're done cutting up the wedges, it's ready to fry. So to my surprise, breadfruit originated in the South Pacific, New Guinea, Maluku Island, and the Philippines. So Pana is actually grown on a tree. This tree was spread into the Caribbean in the 1800s. The Pana is grown in many tropical regions these days, including Africa, Asia, Central and South America. I'ma be real, Pana has a unique taste, and depending on how it's cooked, you'll get a different taste and texture. Pana is just as versatile as a potato. It can be boiled, baked, fried, and roasted. It can be made in stews, curries, soups, even cakes and pudding. But today we are frying because everything tastes better fried. If you are trying to expand your palate and there's a place that you visit that have breadfruit Pana available, I highly recommend you try it. Even if it's only one time, you will not regret it. So as you see here, I already cut the breadfruit Pana into wedges. So the breadfruit has seeds in the middle, and what you want to do is remove those seeds from the breadfruit and cut them into even smaller wedges. I made mine a little thinner than I wanted to. You don't want to make them too thin because you want to have some meat in your toston, because we are going to press these, and if they're too thin and they're pressed, they'll be very crispy, but it will lack the taste. Like these are way too thin. I should have made them actually a little bit thicker, but we're all learning here together, so just make them a little thicker, and when I'm done, you will see why. So now we are ready to fry. We set them aside in a bowl, and now we're just gonna throw them in the oil and let them fry. We're gonna let them fry for about 5 minutes, depending on how high your oil is. I try not to have it too high because I don't want them to burn. With this recipe, we are actually gonna double fry these. So once we take these out of the oil, we're gonna fry them again. We want to fry these evenly so they're each fried at a really good texture. So now we're gonna take them out and we're gonna drain it. I would recommend putting a paper towel down before you put them in the bowl. However, I didn't have any paper towels, so it just is what it is. So I ain't gonna lie to you, I needed a water break because it is so hot in PR. And not only is it hot out here, it's just hot, and then we're frying with oil and it's just heating up the whole house. So I am sweating at this point. Y'all, I'm pulling out the plantain press so you know it's real. So with the plantain press, very simple, very easy. We just gonna press these fried Pana breadfruit. We're gonna press them all. And if you do not have a plantain press, that's fine. You could use the end of a mug, a cup, or you can use a plate to press these plantains. As you see, the thicker wedges are getting such a better press than the thinner ones. Now we're gonna fry them a second time. The second time you fry them, we're only gonna let them sit in this oil for about 2 to 3 minutes. You don't wanna over fry them because then they'll get too dry. They'll be crunchy, but it won't taste like anything. You just want the perfect amount of crisp on the outside without drying out the breadfruit pana.
Now my favorite part, we're gonna season with Italian seasoning, just a sprinkle. Sprinkle some sea salt as you're liking, and Parmesan. You can add as much Parmesan as you like. I did a little extra. I really should have put more, but this is what gives it that extra. We're gonna mix it all up as I'm doing here. Shake it up. Get all the seasonings on all the sides of the pana. And this is the outcome. This is what it should look like. You see it seasoned. Like I said, you can season to your liking. Tell me you didn't hear that crunch. And just to make it extra boricua, we just gonna make some quick mayo ketchup. Equal parts of mayo and ketchup. You can add garlic sauce, salt if you like. I didn't have any, so we're just gonna keep it basic, and the truth is in the pudding.